What's going on, everybody? So, I apologize if it's hard to hear me or there's the heater back there that's on. But I know I'm a little late. So, it's April. This is a review of week three, so last week, and what am I continue to doing? So far, so week three of studying for the JLPT. Um, so I cut down on how many cards I was learning in Anki a little bit. I felt like I was spending way too much time in Anki, like at least an hour, and now I've cut it down to maybe 40, 44 minutes. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but definitely it's I think like once my reviews start to catch up, I'll be good. It'll be hopefully only a half hour. So instead of doing 10 JLPT cards, like N2 vocab cards, I do five, and then I started the monolingual transition. So for those who don't know, that is basically looking up words in a Japanese dictionary. And, so any new word you find, you look up in a Japanese dictionary and try to understand that, definition and then place that in an Anki. So I started doing that. I definitely, it's a slow process. If I understand most of the definition, I'll put it in. Or if I don't understand like one word, I'll look up that one word and I'll put that definition as well on the card, like in English. I'll do like that one word I don't know in English, and then the rest is in Japanese. So that kind of helps. So yeah, it's a slow process, but I really definitely feel like it's helping me. Um, I'm really, I feel like everything started to click like a few days ago. So for whatever reason, I felt like I've been watching shows, on Netflix with Japanese subtitles, and reading novels and things like that. Yeah, it's been. I feel like things have just been clicking. I just have like been able to read faster, been able to understand more, been able to do a lot more in Japanese. Like I have a higher tolerance, for things. So it's been crazy. I'm looking over here. These are my notes. So what did I accomplish for the month of March? So I read 9 Demon Slayer volumes, which I wasn't expecting to read as much. My goal was three, so I did nine, which was awesome. I was supposed to read one light novel, Rising of the Shield Hero. I didn't. I found juggling the two was a little tough. Now I feel like I can deal with it better. I'm also working from home, so it's kind of tough to work from home for 8+ hours and then come back and do the same thing with Japanese or sit at the table and do Japanese. So it's a lot. But yeah, so I did that. I finished a show called Dororo He Dororo. I was on Japanese Netflix. It's like an action anime. I enjoyed it. I don't know, maybe people have heard of it. I also finished. So this is a dub. I think it's Spanish. It's called Seis Manos. So it was like a kung fu martial arts type of show. I think it's originally in English, but it was dubbed in Japanese, and the dub was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. Very understandable. Um, what else? Yeah, I stopped using Link, so I don't know. A lot of you have heard of it. Link, Lingq. So I used to use that really a lot, and I moved away from it only because uh, I found I was like reading more novels and using my Kindle more and reading more manga, so it's hard to do those things in Link. But I definitely would recommend Link to anyone who is trying to jump into reading in any language. I feel like it's definitely easier to jump into. Looking up words is very easily. It's very quick. I really enjoyed it. I used it at least I think for like for a year, if not more. I read my first light novel on there, so like I definitely recommend Link like 100%. Like, now I got to the point where it's just like I got to like maybe 11,000 plus of links or known words in Link, and so importing stuff and trying to read on Link and then try to read on my Kindle and then try to read on my iPad, for manga, and so it was just like a lot to deal with. So I just kind of dropped Link. I might go back. I might not. Again, I think with the monolingual transition, it's kind of hard to do. So I kind of want to, leave it to rest. But I do want to make a video on it, hopefully, and talk about like the pros and cons of it because I feel like there's a lot of pros to it, and I feel like some people may overlook it. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. What else? Yeah, I like I said earlier. things has just been clicking. I don't know why. And I was gonna dial down how much I was doing or how many words I was like new words I was studying, but like I don't know, like these past like I think like 4 days, things has just been really like snapping, really clicking, really making sense in my brain. And so I was just like, I kind of, that is definitely based on immersion and not based on Anki. And I want to make that clear because I feel like I don't want people spending too much time in Anki, myself included. But I definitely believe that like the slow repetition, it's like I'm doing like 10 a day, slowly but surely, eventually. Like, and I started it at the beginning of this month, maybe, or like maybe at least the first week of March. So like it's really been like steadily, slowly increasing and making more sense. So I can't complain. So as of next month, so my goal is to try to finish Rising of the Shield Hero because I read like 2 chapters in the last like day or so. So like that has been just like I've been really like going through that a lot faster. Now I want to try to read 5 novels or 5 manga volumes of whatever. I don't really want to put like although I read 9 last time and I'll probably beat this goal, but it's like with me working at home and me, uh, trying to get situated because my job just pushed back how long we're going to be working from home. So I want to kind of give myself room to breathe, room to space. So that way, if I don't feel like playing this or I don't feel like doing something, then I'm okay. It gives me that space to do so and to let life happen. So yeah, so read 5 volumes of some manga, finish one light novel, and then just continue what I'm doing slowly but surely, making the transition, getting as much exposure to the language as possible, playing video games. Yeah, all that. I definitely think it's been going great. I don't know if anyone else is using Anki, one thing I would recommend is so I would recommend getting audio on your flashcards. I feel like I've used Anki for like at least 10 years. And I would say like these cards with audio are really like helping me a lot. Like I really feel like I can picture it, especially from like shows that I've seen before or a show that I enjoy a lot. It's like, oh, this is a lot easier for me to understand or me to pick out these words. And then I feel like that is in turn like, helping me watch other media very easily. Even there's a few YouTubers, I forgot his name. He's like black and Japanese. I think his name's Brian. He has a YouTube channel and he posted a video like a few days ago, even I think it was today. And so like I listened to that and I like really understood what he was saying. And like that was really like taking me back because I know sometimes listen to his videos or other like fast speaking YouTubers, like fast speaking Japanese YouTubers, sometimes it's hard for me to catch on or things go over my head. And this time like I really got pretty much most of it. And so and there were no subtitles and I still was able to like catch on. And so like I really want to start doing that, watching more like, like anime is cool and I still enjoy it for sure. But definitely, more real, people speaking shows and content just because by the time that the JLPT comes around, which is December 6th for these, I think it's December 6th, 2020. So by that time, like I've already been used to people speaking at a higher speed. So I know when like I get to the JLPT, it's like hopefully, you know, speaking will be good. And I think speaking was my highest anyway. So I failed by like 7 points or something like that. Or like, so speaking was my highest, was the highest score I got. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was, but it was the best out of the 3. So yeah, I'm hoping that like when I take it, it's just I'll fly by it. And like I said, I'm still doing 5 JLPT words a day from the Tango book, and those have vocab as well. So some those have audio as well. So some of those are strictly vocab or strictly voice. So I hear it and I try to picture what they're saying in my brain, and then you know flash I reveal it, and then after that, some of them are just text based with the vocab on or the voice on the back. So I definitely think that's 5 now for now, and I think around July, September-ish time, I'll crank those up more once I like, okay, I'm registered for the test and ready to go, and I want to study more of that vocab and just go from there. But yeah, and this is a longer video than I was expecting, but let me know what everybody else is doing, what you guys are studying, any questions you guys have. I hope to, have that Let's Play video out about using Let's Plays to learn Japanese, and maybe show you guys, you can talk more about subsets RS or deep diving in shows and how I feel like it's benefited me personally. So yeah, that's all I got. Any questions, comments, please come. They're welcome. This is, like I said, me talking about my journey, but I definitely want to hear from everyone else, what everybody else is doing, what's working for them. I feel like this is a community, let's grow and share. All right. Peace. Off to work.